Good evening, everyone. My name is Calvin Cooks Jr. I was born in Louisiana in a small town called Thibodaux. Growing up, things were hard and rough. My mother raised my two sisters and I all on her own. So my two sisters and I, we all knew not to get too comfortable where we were because due to unfortunate financial situations, we were never able to have a stable home. Growing up, my mother I went to 3 different middle schools. My mom moved to Houston with my stepfather for better opportunity for herself. So I stayed in Louisiana with my real dad to gain a better relationship. That idea didn't work out too well. Why? Because almost every day of middle school, I was beaten up and bullied. It wasn't a great feeling. Things were getting crazy. I even thought about dropping out of middle school. Things were getting so out of hand that my mother, she moved back to Louisiana just to protect me from harm. Still struggling financially, we moved from city to city. I went to 3 different high schools. Starting high school was one of the worst experiences ever. There were gangs, fights, riots everywhere. It's like everyone looked at high school as a fighting or social event. I literally looked around me and felt like everyone belonged there except me. After months, my mother, she couldn't find a decent job. So over time, we ended up moving to Houston, Texas. I figured things couldn't get any worse. So I started attending Westside High School. Things were so much faster paced. Students were so focused. I had never seen nothing like it. I didn't want to be a failure anymore. I knew something had to change. So I joined Westside's football team. I worked harder than almost half of the football players, in my opinion. I was pretty decent on the field, actually, until one day I got injured. I tried everything in my power to be that same player I was, but it wasn't happening. I seen that door closing slowly. The coaches started doubting me. I even started doubting myself. So I quit the team. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a plan B. So I walked around the house depressed for about a month and a half, until one day I got a letter in the mail about a meeting of a program called Genesis Works. Westside's co-op teacher, Ms. Garcia, she said she almost took my name off the list because she thought I was still in football. Wow. So I went for it. I went to the meeting and everything was all nice, set up all nice as far as Genesis Works videos and equipment. I fell in love with the idea. But something didn't seem right. It seemed too good to be true. I mean, why would adults care so much about high school teenagers? But I went for it. Why? Because I had nothing to lose. A few weeks later, I found out that I ended up qualifying for Genesis Works 8-week summer training. Going to summer training, I was scared, nervous, and definitely intimidated because I was going into training with complete strangers and I never dealt with computers in my life. But after weeks, I started gaining confidence and I became more comfortable. We were actually having fun while learning. After 8 weeks of hard work, I ended up getting an internship at Petrobras America, which is a Brazilian oil company. Things are going so well now, things are going fantastic. People look up to me now. I mean, I never thought anyone would be looking up to me now because just a year and a half ago, I had trouble finding myself. I didn't even know who I was. People at school now show me more respect. They call me businessman now. My teachers are amazed because they wonder, how can you mature so much in only 8 weeks? My own mother even look up to me now. She said that I motivate her. I highly recommend this program. Why? Because Genesis Works is the program that changed my life and many others. I would like to say that Genesis Works is the best thing that ever happened to me. Thank you.